Greetings everyone and welcome. I'm your host Captain Rye, and in today's video I'm doing a review of the new Tier 8 Premium British Destroyer Cossack here in World of Warships. As the battle gets underway, its Ridgeline, its standard battle mode, and it is a Tier 10 maximum game. And this is actually the very first battle I ever played in the Cossack. Now, I've played since several other battles in this ship, and I kind of have a mixed opinion of it at this point. Although, that's not to say that it's necessarily a bad opinion. It's just this ship has some particular downsides and some particular upsides. To start, an upside that this ship has, it has a very low detectability range, 5.5 kilometers. Pretty much the only other destroyer that has a lower detection range is going to be the Shimakaze. Another upside that this ship has is that it has 8 guns, and they actually do a pretty good amount of damage, a little bit more damage per high explosive shot than, say, the Yu Yang, plus you get 2 more of them. A couple of the big disadvantages to this ship, though, are that it only has 1 torpedo tube with 4 torpedoes. Those torpedoes don't do a lot of damage. They take a while to reload, and they seem to be overly slow. Plus, again, you only have 1 of them, so don't expect to go around torpedoing anything. Also, this ship doesn't have any anti-aircraft. Well, it does. It just isn't good at all to any level of respect. You can have aircraft flying directly over top of you, which is about the only time your anti-aircraft is able to shoot at them, and you still wouldn't be able to hit him and cause them damage. Now, as I come around this island here, here's the HSF Cossack. Pops up here using the very short duration smoke screen here. Didn't fully realize how short of a duration the smoke screen has, unfortunately. Now, I've managed to block line of sight here, but I've taken big amounts of hits here and end up having this Cossack push out far enough to spot me. So I'm going to go ahead, click myself into full ahead forward, and try and get myself out of the danger zone. Now, this Cossack is popping a smoke screen. That smoke screen is actually going to be very useful, as it blocks line of sight to the battleships that would have otherwise had full access to me. Took a lot of damage there, unfortunately. Over half my health gone. Popped my hydroacoustic to make sure I spot any torpedoes that came at me. Again, being the very first battle, not fully sure how exactly to play this ship. Denied a first blood there as a friendly manages to steal my kill on that Cossack. Spotted once more there again, another destroyer. This time it's the Tier 9 Russian destroyer Tashkent. This could not come at a worse possible moment. The good news for me, though, he doesn't seem particularly interested in shooting at me. And the other good news, well, the smoke screen is a very quick reset. So I'm able here to go ahead and get the smoke, block line of sight, and secure my first kill in the game. I'm gonna go ahead, continue reversing, avoiding all of the Tashkent's torpedoes, and going to start getting additional torpedoes off downrange, and hope I hit something with them. This is something that I can honestly say in a lot of my battles in this ship, is that I just could not connect torpedoes reliably against enemy ships. It's almost as if the torpedo lead indicator was off by, well, almost a full length. And yes, I know that ships do maneuver, but you can see how long it's taking these torpedoes to get down range. So any level of maneuvering, and pretty much you're going to miss these torpedoes. Even at point blank range, I've had these torpedoes somehow, some way miss. And while you can fire them in single file shot, I find that that's an almost surefire way to guarantee I'm going to miss those torpedoes. That said, though, I have had battles at Tier 10, being a bottom tier destroyer, where I've actually had excellent success with these torpedoes. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why, but I have done it. So you could say that the torpedoes on this ship are a little bit hit or miss, and they shouldn't necessarily be relied upon, although they are great to, at the very least, just get downrange and potentially cause area of denial against the enemy. Enemy Prince Eugen sitting behind an island here, so I'm going to fire off a couple of torpedoes down at him. This is where the single file firing comes in handy. I don't really want to waste a full spread on him, plus, given the island's in the way, I want to make sure that those torpedoes are actually going to clear the island and hit. Enemy Neptune doing the same thing as the Prince Eugen, and there is the Alabama. Now, targeting the Alabama here, firing off these torpedoes, and this is what I mean by the lead indicator. I've given the torpedoes plenty of lead based on the indicator that it presented. Now, I'm not sure if this Alabama has sped up or what the deal is, but as we can see here, my torpedoes are already starting to look like they might not actually hit this guy. As we can see, there's still quite a bit of ways out, and this Alabama is moving quite quickly now. Switching my attention over to the Neptune, did manage to connect both torpedoes on that Alabama, but you can see there, I connected at the end, the stern of the ship there. And that's something, again, I find quite often. Smoke screen has dissipated, so gotta get myself out of here. Not gonna continue firing as long as that Neptune is still in play. Neptune gets taken out. The enemy team, well, the enemy team is just not doing well at this point. Look at this. They've lost 7 ships. My team has only lost 2. Of course, if I keep firing at this Alabama, they might end up losing 3. Managed to set a fire on that Alabama. That's going to burn for a while because we know he hit flooding. Hopefully I can secure the kill on the Alabama. Come on, can I do it? No, unfortunately, yet another kill denied for me. Enemy team is now down to just 3 ships. 2 cruisers and a battleship. And their one battleship, he's got most of his health, and he's just been kind of chilling back over here at the edge of the map by this island. I'm almost positive he got into the wrong battle. He didn't want to go into battle, he wanted to go for some R&R. So he's letting his crew effectively enjoy some shore leave and occasionally firing his guns. 2 of the cruisers remaining, though, well, they do have radar. They are both effectively Woosters here, so I do need to be careful of them. I don't have a lot of health left. And this ship eats high explosive damage, like the Z-52 eats armor-piercing damage. It causes a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, and will pretty much end you pretty quickly. Luckily for me, the team is way up on points. We're way up on ships. And this Wooster, as we can see, doesn't have a lot of health left, with a lot of angry battleship guns pointed his direction, and he is spotted. Now as I push up here, my goal is going to try and to be stealthy and torpedo this Montana. So again, I've got the single file launcher ready to go, and again, this being the first battle I played in this ship, I've learned some lessons about these torpedoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait and see if he's gonna turn, which I'm kind of suspecting that he is, and yes, that is in fact exactly what he's doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and provide a little bit more lead on those first 2 torpedoes, pop the smoke screen, and I'm gonna start using my guns to set a fire here. Am technically just inside range of that Wooster's radar, and if he had wanted to, he could have popped it, and I could have been done there. Thought about switching fire over to the Wooster here, and that's when the Montana fires again and pops up. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to switch back over to the Montana. Again, firing off torpedoes there. Again, not sure if that lead indicator is off or just my aim, but first set of torpedoes there completely missed, and second set probably going to do the same. Enemy team has actually managed to pull it back just a little bit. They're keeping just barely in this game by securing a few more kills. So now they've killed 4 of our team, but they're still only down to 3 ships, which is still a problem for them. Plus, that Montana isn't really helping them, and this booster over here, not a lot of health left. Smoke screen available yet again, so I'm going to go ahead and pop it while that Montana continues to fire. He's going to continue to be spotted, so I'm just going to sit back in the smoke screen for the next 30 seconds with impunity and rain high explosive barbecue down onto the deck of this Montana. Here we can see my torpedoes from the second wave of 2 also missed. Again, really obnoxious situation to be in for me with these torpedoes. Coming from the American and Pan-Asia destroyer line, I tend to like to rely on my torpedoes heavily and have my guns as a secondary or as a backup option when I want to do additional damage, or when I want to secure a kill, or when I absolutely need to use guns because I'm detected anyway and I'm in a gunfight with a destroyer. With that booster dead, there's now just 1 enemy cruiser left, and he, well, as we can see on the minimap, he's all the way back up by our base, almost. I've got a lot of backup here, and this Montana doesn't seem to be particularly interested in shooting at me. Set another fire onto this Montana, so that's going to burn again. And I'm just kind of lobbing shots at him. And you can see here that this British high explosive doesn't shatter nearly as much as the 127mm does, which is kind of odd. It does have a higher chance for fire, though. Now, Montana is shooting at me, and this is something that I have since corrected. With my captain, I now have priority target, so I can tell as soon as somebody is aiming at me. At this point in the game, this captain is only a, I think, 13-point captain. Now I have a full 19-point captain. This Montana is burning down nicely. I'm still continuing to rack up the damage there as I fire off more shots. He's burning, and he's not going to be able to survive this engagement. I mean, just look at the situation. He's got cruisers and battleships, and pretty much everybody's shooting at him. The only question is, who's actually going to secure the kill on this guy? Now he's burning in 3 spots. Unfortunately, it's not my fires that take him out, but the Zhao's that do. And given the position that I find myself in, and the position that the enemy Worcester is at, comparatively speaking, it's highly unlikely, given the amount of time left in this game, that I'm even going to get over there to engage this guy. Given how much health I have left, the real question is, why would I even want to? So instead, I'm going to get myself turned around here, and I'm going to head straight towards the enemy base. Another positive quirk of this ship that you might have caught in this video is that the number 2 gun turret can actually rotate 360 degrees. Yes, that's right. So if you are fighting with your ship turrets pointing to the rear of your ship, you can actually keep 3 of your guns in play when you maneuver. And there is the end of the battle as they take out the Worcester. 112,000 damage done in that game. Only 1 kill, though. Really disappointed. Denied my first blood. Denied the kill on the Montana. Denied the kill on the Alabama. And a few others. I should have gotten a lot better. Second on the team for XP earned. Not bad, considering I'm a bottom-tier destroyer with, well, effectively no torpedoes. I'm a bottom-tier gunboat-only destroyer. Base XP earned there, 2,000. The Worcester on our team, though, 4 kills there, 2,100 base XP overall. Anyway, that's it for today's video, folks. If you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. If you'd like to get semi-regular channel news and updates, you can do so by liking and following me on Facebook. If you've got a replay like this one that you'd like to have me take a look at or, feature on the channel, if it's good enough, you can send it to my email. If you'd like to watch me play various games live, you can do so by following me on Twitch. You can find the links for all of those in the video description down below. And as always, I'll see you next time. This is Captain Rye, signing off.